Now on 4 News Now at 6, our first class and priority mail taking the back seat to Amazon packages. We sit down with one business owner about why it's taking so long to get important mail from his clients.
Well, you'll want to layer up if you're planning to head out tonight or hit the slopes this weekend. We have colder than average temperatures sticking around. I'll let you know how cold it is going to get in your weekend forecast. You're watching 4 News Now at 6.
We start with breaking news out of Airway Heights. Within the last hour, a section of Highway 2 was shut down in both directions because of police activity. Thanks for joining us. I'm Aaron Luna.
We first told you about this on our broadcast at 5 p.m. I'm Kirsten O'Connor. This is all happening on Highway 2, as Aaron mentioned, in South Lawson Street near the Yokes Fresh Market. We have a crew on the way. We will update you just as soon as we learn more.
We have more breaking news in North Spokane County. A deadly crash has closed down Highway 395 in both directions at Dragoon Road. Washington State Patrol says there's no estimated time for the highway to reopen. There is a detour in place. The Washington State Patrol is asking people to avoid the area if possible. We're learning tonight that many businesses and residents are experiencing delays in receiving their mail through USPS. We've heard claims that the USPS is prioritizing packages over mail.
KXLY's Jordan Smith spoke with a local business owner who's voicing those frustrations. Jordan, what can you tell us tonight?
Oh, Kirsten, with the holidays just weeks away, postal workers are slammed with the amount of packages and the overall mail they have to deliver. Many working 10 to 12-hour days with limited days off just to make sure the mail gets delivered. But from what we're hearing, these packages are arriving on time for the most part, but the mail itself is very delayed. Over at Challenger Pipe and Steel, Vice President Larry Treefry tells me their company is one of many who relies on the Postal Service to receive payment from clients all across the country. And when the mail is late, it bogs down their ability to cash in on their efforts. For context, Treefall received 3 checks from clients this week, 2 of them arriving 3 days late because of mail delays. Collectively, those checks added up to over $200,000. Frustrated, Treefry asked his mail carrier why they're able to get packages but not their mail, and this is what he was told.
Our regular mail carrier said that they were given a directive to only deliver Amazon packages and not deliver any of the actual mail.
Caught our attention, and another resident in town with ties to the postal office mentioned the same thing, although she asked to remain anonymous. We had an interview scheduled with the Spokane Valley Post Office branch today, this afternoon, but they deferred us to their Northwest Regional Office, who refuted that claim about Amazon packages. In a statement they sent late this afternoon, it reads in part, "It's no surprise that we have large volumes of mail this time of year, and that often means multiple trips for our carriers and different times of delivery because of vehicle capacity. This includes early morning deliveries and even Sunday package deliveries. And regarding Amazon, they're just one of thousands of fulfillment customers who we serve." And we will be tracking the very latest on this story and more information in the coming days. For now, reporting in studio, I'm Jordan Smith, 4 News Now.
Jordan, thank you. A breaking news out of West Spokane tonight. The man arrested for gunning down a home caregiver has a history of traumatic brain injury.
According to court documents, 33-year-old Mitchell Chandler shot and killed Douglas Brandt yesterday afternoon. Police say the shooting happened at a mobile home community on 16th Avenue east of Highway 195. According to an affidavit, Chandler suffered head injuries from bull riding in the past and has a history of paranoia and does not like taking medication.
Well, this is new video from the Spokane Police Department. Detectives say Chandler left on skis after the shooting and wasn't found by officers until about 10 o'clock this morning. Investigators say he's very protective of his grandparents and has a history of attacking and threatening people in the past. Providence just put out a statement saying, in part, the victim of this senseless tragedy has been part of our Providence ministries for nearly 2 decades, and his loss will be grieved by the many patients and caregivers whose lives he made better through his healing work. We ask the people of Spokane to join our prayers for the caregivers' loved ones during this time of deep sadness. For the first time this season, all ski areas will be open in the inland Northwest, with Mount Spokane opening tomorrow.
And it's going to be a cold one on the mountain when chairlifts open in the morning. Let's send it over to Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker with your first alert forecast.
So very worth it. But if you are heading out to an early holiday party or doing some other fun Christmas things this evening, you are going to want to bundle up like you're going skiing, because it's 16 degrees right now in Spokane, 12 in Coeur d'Alene. We're at 9 29 degrees in Winthrop and only 19 in Bonners Ferry, right around the Spokane area. There's some 20s on the map, including 22 in Deer Park. It's 22 in Liberty Lake and 21 in downtown Spokane. We have had a few snow showers, just the lightest flurries move through the region earlier today. And with low clouds and fog beginning to develop around the region, there's always the possibility that you'll encounter a flurry or two this evening. But for the most part, we are staying dry and cold through your Saturday planner. 14 degrees at 6 in the morning, heading up to a high of 27. If you get first chair at any of the resorts, it is going to be very, very cold. Our average high is 36. I'll be back with the second half of your weekend forecast in just a few minutes. Aaron?
Chris, thank you. We go now to breaking news out of Airway Heights. A section of Highway 2 is closed. This is happening at Lawson Street near the Yokes Fresh Market. That's where our Rania Kaur is tonight. And Rania, what do we know so far?
Aaron, Kirsten, I just spoke to the Airway Heights police chief, who says they don't know much right now. All they know is they found a person dead in the middle of Highway 2. Right now, Lawrence through Russell Road is closed in both directions. Again, we've heard reports of a possible shooting. None of that is confirmed right now. As we learn more updates, we'll bring them to you right here on KXLY. In Airway Heights tonight, I'm Rania Kaur, 4 News Now.
Rania, thank you for those updates. Tonight, Moscow police are providing some clarification about another roommate living in the home where the 4 U of I students were killed. Moscow police have confirmed the 6th person on the lease for that house moved out before the start of the school year and was not at the house when the 4 students were killed. They also say that person was not involved in the murders.
The Real Life Ministries parking lot in Post Falls was packed today. The families of 3 of the 4 U of I students killed last month spoke about the victims who had local ties to North Idaho, giving us a glimpse into who they were.
She taught me how to be a dad, and I didn't know that until she was gone, you know?
Parents, siblings, and significant others were invited to speak today, sharing their favorite memories and stories about these students. Bronte Sorotsky joins us in studio with what the families had to say.
This public memorial was a chance to celebrate the lives of the 4 U of I students that were cut short way too soon.
The world is a darker place without them, but the light of their love and memories will always guide us all.
The memories of Madison Mogan, Kaylee Gonsalves, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin were present throughout Real Life Ministries. Family members and friends of Madison, Kaylee, and Xana told their favorite stories and memories they had of the students.
Maddie was my best friend. She was the first person I talked to every morning and the last person I talked to before bed. But I was lucky enough to be able to explore life with Maddie for about 2 years.
Maddie and Kaylee were best friends. Their families say they became a part of each other's families.
Maddie and Kaylee were by each other's sides every day. They went to other countries together. Karen took them to Hawaii together. We took them to Mexico together. They went to college together. They went to high school together. They lived in their own apartment together. They were sisters. She was one of ours.
Xana's family says she was someone who never let an opportunity pass her by, who always had fun and made the most out of every situation.
Losing her is the hardest thing I've ever had to go through, and it has left me heartbroken. Xana was the funniest person I knew and made me laugh every time I spent time with her.
She taught me how to be a dad, and I didn't know that until she was gone, you know?
There are still no suspects in custody and no weapons have been found in this murder investigation. Live in studio, Bronte Sorotsky, 4 News Now.
Bronte, thank you. Flu activity is now considered very high in Washington and Idaho, according to the CDC. So far, 17 people, including 2 children, have died from the flu this season between the 2 states. According to the Washington Department of Health, there were over 1,200 new cases between November 13th and the 19th, which is more than double from the week before. Doctors say the best way you can protect yourself and your family from getting sick is to get vaccinated as soon as possible. They also say to wash your hands often, cover your mouth when you cough, and stay home if you feel sick to help stop spreading the virus. 4 News Now will be right back.
4 News Now on your time with Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
4 News Now is brought to you by Culligan Water.
Papa Murphy's presents How to Change the Way You Pizza. Step 1, grab a delicious Papa Murphy's pizza. Step 2, bake. Step 3, chow down on the deliciousness. Order the limited time Hog Heaven pizza for just $12.99 at papamurphys.com.
Here we grow again. Even more fun is headed to Spokane Tribe Casino. You love Caesar Sportsbook, the grill and bar, and larger variety of games we recently added. Gear up for a new food court, a completely smoke-free gaming area, a state-of-the-art entertainment venue, and more. Things just keep getting better. You're in for guaranteed Holly Jolly wins of free slot play, gift cards, or up to $1,000 cash. Play the Santa's Workshop kiosk game this December at Spokane Tribe Casino. You just win here.
Oh, life, how we admire you, are deeply fascinated by you. All your twists and turns and wild rides you take us on. The ups and the downs. Life, you live inside all of us, breathing, growing, beating. You are the reason we'll always provide world-class healthcare. Providence, we see the life in you.
You can get your smile back today. At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we make high-quality tooth replacement affordable for everyone. So whether it's a single tooth, full dentures, or life-changing dental implants, we have an experienced dentist who can help you go ahead and smile. Click or call to schedule your new smile consultation today.
Go ahead and smile.
An official message from Medicare.
Often, things look the same. Exactly the same. Until you take a closer look. At Medicare.gov, you can easily compare Medicare plans and see the real difference. Find a plan that offers you more or saves money. Wouldn't that be nice? Plans change every year. So can your health. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Compare now at Medicare.gov.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Papa Murphy's presents How to Change the Way You Pizza. Step 1, grab a delicious Papa Murphy's pizza. Step 2, bake. Step 3, chow down on the deliciousness. Order the limited time Hog Heaven pizza for just $12.99 at papamurphys.com.
The next time you're driving on I-90 through downtown Spokane, you're going to see these holiday lights all lit up. It's a part of our annual Making Spirits Bright project. It's our own gift to the community in the hopes of spreading holiday cheer to the kids and families at Sacred Heart Children's Hospital.
I mean, we drove by these lights for 78 days, and back in 2017, 2018, when our boys were in the hospital. The lights are a great reminder because of the positive outcome that we had. And we know that there's not always positive outcomes that come out of the hospital.
To see the moment Mark Peterson and the Extreme team flip the switch, head over to KXLY.com.
You can help a neighbor in need while getting into the holiday spirit this weekend. The Coeur d'Alene Fire Department is bringing back its annual Santa Claus food drive. It's happening at Fire Station number 3 from 10 to 2 p.m. on Saturday. You can see that address. It's on your screen right there. Donate a canned food item and your kids can take a photo with Santa. The last event brought in 1,200 pounds of food. Or 1,200 pounds of food. Everything stays in our community to help kids in need over the holidays.
Program helps to bridge the gap for our kids that are in the school system that are part of the free and reduced lunch meals, and it helps to make sure that they're fed during the holidays when there is no school in session.
Also new tonight, you may have heard of shrinkflation, maybe greedflation. Now there's another one called tipflation.
Sounds a little Grinchy to me.
Yeah, a little
People are reporting seeing more and more tip requests in unusual places. CNN's Isabel Rosales explains why you might not be able to avoid it even while shopping from home.
I actually prefer not to call it tipflation, but a tipping invasion.
It's the unwelcome shopping surprise that has social media buzzing.
18% gratuities already included in the bill. Girl, it's water.
Tips, a staple of the service industry, now extending far beyond.
In the drive-thru, and they've been asking for a tip.
On TikTok, you'll quickly find folks aren't too pleased about it.
Ordering it online myself. It says, would you like to add a tip at the bottom? A tip? For what?
This is a little too crazy for me, and I refuse.
So what's the deal?
The wage moving, I see becoming more widespread.
Professor Depayne Biswas has studied tipping for a decade. He says this new tipping trend started with the boom of digital kiosks. Then the pandemic plus inflation
added fuel to that fire.
More businesses allowing tips to make jobs more lucrative at your expense.
That's my biggest worry, that it might actually affect the industry where it really matters the most.
This is Mr. Manners.
The very concept of a tip is that we are rewarding a service employee who's being paid less than minimum wage.
Thomas Farley has a tip without hesitation list, and just 3 people make the cut: servers, bartenders, and washroom attendants.
I really wonder, where's the line? It is accelerated beyond all of our wildest nightmares.
To avoid tipping, pay cash. But if plastic is a must,
you need to own your position. You do not need to feel guilty about it.
There's power in saying no.
Now that's worth a tip.
I'm Isabel Rosales reporting.
Here's a tip. You are going to want to bundle up this weekend. It is going to be cold. We're heading down into the teens and single digits tonight. Flurries possible around the region, but it is going to be cold. That is the headline. Some fog and low clouds. You'll find sunshine in the mountains, however. I'll tell you about the next possible chance of snow. I'm updating it from 5 o'clock. My latest thinking after the break.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by UFCW.
Weather Alert Days on 4 News Now.
That means weather that could be a threat to your family's safety.
The First Alert Weather Team pinpoints the most impactful and dangerous days, warning you early, on air and online. Weather Alert Days, another way we're keeping you safe on 4 News Now.
What is a jewelry design center? It's a diamond superstore, a center for engagement rings, wedding bands, and anniversary rings, a showroom with unique creations as well as award-winning designers. A fun, comfortable, no-pressure place where you're free to make big, small, or even no decisions at all. We are not your average jewelry store. We are Jewelry Design Center, and we want to be your jeweler for life.
Prep for the holidays in style at More Furniture.
These are the final days of our Black Friday sale with amazing prices on furniture for every room in your home.
Our massive sale has been extended to ensure everyone has a chance to save.
We have the furniture you need to get your home outfitted for the holidays, all on sale.
Visit morefurniture.com to preview all sales specials.
Every time you use your ICCU Premier Rewards Visa card, you're earning rewards. Whether it's cash back or points, being a member of Idaho Central really pays back. Start earning points and getting cash back for your everyday purchases. It's a win-win. Idaho Central Credit Union. We believe life should be rewarding.
Prince Harry's fling with an older woman. He was 21. She was 34.
Did you feel like you were robbing the royal cradle?
Next, Inside Edition. Way before Meghan, the hot romance this Real Housewife star says she had with the young prince.
I literally felt like a teenager again.
Then, the most popular Christmas toys of the season. Watch the next Inside Edition.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7.
Temperatures right now already 12 degrees in Coeur d'Alene with some low clouds and fog developing. 16 in Spokane with clear conditions. See some people driving around heading out for some Friday night doings. Hopefully everybody is wearing a coat. 12 degrees for a low tonight with patchy fog, some snow flurries possible coming out of that fog on an isolated basis. 27 for a high tomorrow with partly cloudy skies. You'll see some sunshine if you go to the ski hill, get above the low clouds and fog. Here's what's going on our forecast. We have this area of low pressure out here in the Pacific. It is not going to make a direct hit. In fact, it's heading straight to the south. However, as energy circulates around that area of low pressure, we may see its impacts on this side of the mountains. Here's a look as it sinks to the south on Saturday. It's cut off from the main jet stream, but then it begins to meander back. Once an area of low pressure leaves the main steering winds, it becomes a little bit of a wild card. I want to show you this computer model starting off Saturday evening. Expect dry conditions Saturday into Saturday night, some low clouds and fog. But then on Sunday, as that system is passing by to our south, we start to see some snow try to work its way certainly up into the LC Valley, Moscow, Pullman, and southern portions of Spokane County. So it's a good time to download that 4 News Now First Alert weather app so you can keep up on the latest forecast, because this one may change a little bit. And of course, meteorologist Matt Gray will be here this weekend updating that as well. Sunday night, note to self, check the forecast. Overnight lows tonight. No uncertainty here other than the fact that it may actually be a little bit colder than what we have here, considering we're already at 12 in Coeur d'Alene and the overnight low is 13. As the low clouds and fog develop, however, we'll see that temperature stop dropping, and in fact, it may actually increase a couple of degrees. Saturday's high temperatures in the 20s and right around 30 degrees in some locations. We are running below average in your 7-day forecast, 24 on Sunday. Again, keep an eye on Sunday night into early Monday morning for the potential of some snow for the Monday morning commute. Temperatures stay in the 20s through the 7-day forecast. And then we start looking at another chance of snow late Wednesday into Thursday and Friday. Again, we'll be updating that and tracking it as we get closer to time. Aaron?
Chris, thank you. This weekend will be the first time every ski area in the inland Northwest is open for business.
We looked at our news archive today and found out this is the earliest that's happened since 2017. New at 6, meteorologist Matt Gray is here to show us why, if you love the snow, you'll want to cherish this fast start to the year.
Cherish it indeed. We are seeing snowpack numbers in the upper half of our historic records so far this season. And that is absolutely fantastic because we were at record lows at exactly this time last year. Now, the last 2 years, they are both unusual. You can see there's last year right there. But you believe me, you're going to be more likely in the future to see what happened in 2021 over what's happening right now, because of a little snowpack investigation that I did over the course of today. So let's take a closer look at the Spokane River Basin. We're going to use that as an example. Snowpack measurements taken on December 2nd, ranked 12th highest out of the 40-year record. But if we start narrowing it down to only the most recent years, oh boy, things really change. In the past 30 years, this year ranked 6th. In the past 20 years, it's ranked 3rd. And in the past 10 years, number 1. To put it another way, half of the years that had more snowpack at this point than we have right now, they happened over 30 years ago. And it is just like this in every major river basin in the inland Northwest. Heavy autumn snow lasting into early December is now a pretty rare commodity. There's no doubt about it. This is climate change at work. Fall in the inland Northwest is warming much faster than winter or spring, which is likely explaining the changes that we are seeing during the early portions of the snow season. So enjoy this season while we've got it, but don't lose hope either. Another year like this is going to come around again. We just might be waiting for it for a long time. 4 News Now.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Next
Next week, Kate Winslet is here on one of the most anticipated movies of all time.
I love it.
Naomi Osaka on dealing with mental health and being your best self. Plus, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Her, and a holiday performance from the Backstreet Boys. All live on Good Morning America.
It's the new Coeur d'Alene Nissan Service and Parts Center. We're ready to keep your car in the best condition possible so you can drive with confidence. From express service to more advanced diagnostics and repairs, our certified technicians deliver expert service and advice. We also have an inventory of factory Nissan parts. You can personalize your vehicle with accessories tailored to your Nissan. Parts and service at the new Coeur d'Alene Nissan right off Highway 95.
The big New Year's Eve party is at Chewelah Casino with 3 sets of cash drawings. Play your favorite games to earn your entries for your chance to win your share of over $15,000 in cash prizes. And every Saturday, you could earn bonus entries just by playing with your Sun Club card. Party, play, and win on December 31st during our 3 sets of drawings. Dance in the new year with cash prizes at Chewelah Casino. Learn more at CheweLahCasino.com.
Let's wave the flag together. Hello, I'm Mark Peterson with 4 News Now, presenting the Great American Flag Swap. Bring your old tattered flag to a flag swap coming early next year, and in exchange, you'll receive a new American-made flag from Uncle Sam's Flag and Gift.
BECU is proud to be part of the Great American Flag Swap. We're honored to live in a community that supports veterans and military families who sacrifice for the benefit of us all. Visit us in Spokane and see what banking is like when people come first. BECU, not for profit, equals more for people.
Northwest Winterfest is open Fridays through Sundays. It's the Northwest's largest illuminated holiday and cultural festival, now indoors and bigger and better than ever, with displays up to 130 feet long and 25 feet high, plus live performances, free interactive children's activities, and free admission for kids 10 and under. So come celebrate the magic. Your tickets are waiting at northwestwinterfest.com.
Gather up your Christmas spirit for a very merry MeTV. Ho, ho, ho! We've gift-wrapped holiday surprises all season long. Go to MeTV.com to see the full Very Merry MeTV schedule.
And watch on MeTV 4.2.
4 News Now is brought to you by Floor Trader Outlet.
With a few days to spare, President Biden signed a measure that prevents a nationwide railroad worker strike that could have had a massive impact on the U.S. economy. The legislation requires rail workers accept a tentative agreement that the White House helped negotiate earlier this year.
It calls for a $16,000 immediate payout with wage and benefit increases up to $160,000, a 24% pay raise, $5,000 performance bonuses, and an additional day of paid personal leave. But the president is also admitting more must be done to support the rail workers.
We still have more work to do, in my view, in terms of ultimately getting paid sick leave, not just for rail workers, but for every worker in America.
Still, leaders of at least 4 major unions worry this new deal falls short.
I can almost guarantee you that this time next year, you'll have fewer rail workers than you do right now.
Former President Donald Trump's request to have a special master look over the federal documents seized at his South Florida home has been overturned. This decision removes a major hurdle for the Justice Department into alleged mishandling of those documents. Trump continues to deny he did anything wrong.
Horrendous abuse of power is the latest in a long series of witch hunts. We started a long time ago.
Mr. Trump has 7 days to appeal the ruling.
New tonight at 6, Elon Musk says he has suspended Kanye West's Twitter account for violating the platform's rules on inciting violence. Musk tweeted early this morning saying, quote, "I tried my best." It's not clear what specific tweet prompted West's suspension. This is not the first time that he has been suspended from Twitter. His account was locked over another offensive tweet back before Musk completed the deal to buy the social media platform.
The Biden administration is now working to end the Mpox public health emergency, formerly known as monkeypox. Health officials now say the number of cases has gone down as vaccination rates have increased. The emergency declaration expires on January 31st. Health officials say they will continue to monitor new cases. It's Friday, and that means it's time to go on another Air 4 adventure.
This week, we're giving you a bird's eye view of one of the ferries that not only carries people across the Columbia River, it also provides some spectacular views coming up on 4 News Now at 6.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
Healthy communities need more than health care. This is MultiCare. We're here for you.
You can get your smile back today. At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we make high-quality tooth replacement affordable for everyone. So whether it's a single tooth, full dentures, or life-changing dental implants, we have an experienced dentist who can help you go ahead and smile. Click or call to schedule your new smile consultation today.
Go ahead and smile.
It's here once again, an adventure in Coeur d'Alene with family and friends. Trees will light up, snow will fall, while you're dining, shopping, and having a ball. Santa and STCU hid elves in secret spots. So keep an eye out, you could win lots. If you find our elf on a shelf while in downtown Coeur d'Alene, a Fig Pickles shopping spree, Seahawks tickets, or gift cards you could gain. So explore downtown shops like never before. Go to cdadowntown.com if you want to learn more.
Every time you use your ICCU Premier Rewards Visa card, you're earning rewards. Whether it's cash back or points, being a member of Idaho Central really pays back. Start earning points and getting cash back for your everyday purchases. It's a win-win. Idaho Central Credit Union. We believe life should be rewarding.
Here we grow again. Even more fun is headed to Spokane Tribe Casino. You love Caesar Sportsbook, the grill and bar, and larger variety of games we recently added. Gear up for a new food court, a completely smoke-free gaming area, a state-of-the-art entertainment venue, and more. Things just keep getting better. You're in for guaranteed Holly Jolly wins of free slot play, gift cards, or up to $1,000 cash. Play the Santa's Workshop kiosk game this December at Spokane Tribe Casino. You just win here.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
We're following breaking news out of Airway Heights. A section of Highway 2 remains closed in both directions. Airway Heights police found a body in the street.
And this is happening on Highway 2 and South Lawson Street, right near the Yokes Fresh Market there. Rania Kaur is live tonight with what we've learned since 6 o'clock.
Aaron, Kirsten, Lawson through Russell is closed in both directions on Highway 2. I just spoke to Chief Richmond in the past 15 minutes. He told me at 4:44 a citizen called them because they saw a man get out of a car that was stopped in the middle of Highway 2. That man then immediately collapsed. When medics got to him, he was pronounced dead at the scene. But because there was blood around him, police say they wanted to preserve and close this area just in case it became a crime scene. Right now, we don't know exactly what happened to that man. And of course, this story is still developing. As we learn more information, we'll bring it to you here on KXLY. In Airway Heights tonight, I'm Rania Kaur, 4 News Now.
Thank you for those breaking new updates, Rania. Let's send it over now to Chris Crocker with your first alert forecast.
Well, here are 4 things to know about your weather. We have the possibility of some flurries tonight through tomorrow morning. It is going to be a very cold weekend with overnight lows in the single digits and low teens. Fog and low clouds will continue to be an issue. You go to the mountains, you're going to find some sunshine. You're also going to find a lot of snow. I'll have your ski report coming up in just a few minutes. But first, let's take a look at our temperatures right now. We have dropped to 12 in Coeur d'Alene, 16 in Spokane, 16 in Colville, and 9 in Winthrop. Now, as the fog and low clouds develop, the temperature free fall will come to a halt, and we may actually see some of these numbers increase a little bit later tonight. So these overnight lows, a work in progress, but a good bet will be in the single digits and low teens overnight tonight, and a very cold start to the day tomorrow. A high temperature tomorrow of 27 degrees. Will be partly to mostly cloudy with, again, low clouds and fog and an occasional snow flurry. I will be back with your 7-day outlook in just a few minutes. Kirsten?
Thank you, Chris. There are new solutions in the works to address the homeless crisis in Spokane.
And by this time next week, many Camp Hope residents will be living in a warm space and sleeping with a roof over their heads. Catalyst, a Catholic Charities housing project, has been in the works for some time now. It's in the West Hills area. That's off Sunset Boulevard. You can see it here on your map. As Emily Bloom explains, that project is close to wrapping up.
Catholic Charities Catalyst Project was planning to open their doors and be move-in ready yesterday. Now they tell us this is happening next week. Some minor delays with plumbing and a fire system will wrap up this final week.
Those things happen on construction sites this big. There's been an absolute monumental amount of work finishing up and needed to get this to a safe place.
Next Thursday, Camp Hope residents will begin moving into the 100-room space. Open to couples, they'll ultimately house 120 people total.
We have started receiving referrals from the navigators down at Camp Hope. Okay. So we do have some of those names. We're starting to do outreach to those folks and schedule intakes.
Dawn Kinder says there will be a lot of expectations for good behavior so they can be good neighbors and set up these residents for success in the future.
For an emergency supportive housing model, we will have on-site services that will include case management, behavioral health, employment and education, access to medical care and med management.
Meanwhile, an additional $4 million is heading towards 6 different projects in the Spokane area.
Department of Commerce today announced that they're releasing additional funds for the Right of Way initiative, specifically to support expansion of housing options in Spokane.
And while the funds will be available soon, there is still work ahead.
Means we as a community are really going to have to work together to figure out how we can use those resources to build out that capacity.
And the overall goal of giving homeless people a place to turn things around in life will start taking shape next week.
We've made a lot of security enhancements to the facility, and given the temperatures and heading into winter, we're just thrilled to be able to bring people indoors next week and provide that resource to the community. So we're excited.
Governor Inslee is expected to be here on Monday to take a tour of the new facility. Reporting in Spokane, Emily Bloom, 4 News Now.
Employers across the country kept hiring in November despite a slow-growing economy.
But the numbers did dip a little over October. New numbers just released from the Labor Department now show the smallest monthly job growth since January of last year. 236,000 new jobs were posted in November, down about 50,000 from October. And economists warn that more open jobs could lead to higher inflation.
Companies are still looking to bring workers on despite fears of a recession and an uncertain economic outlook. That's not great news for the Fed because higher wages means it's inflationary.
Right now, everything is more expensive. Eggs are up 43%, coffee up 14%. Fruits and vegetables are 9% higher, and rent has jumped 7.5%. The Fed is expected to raise interest rates once again next week in an effort to tamp down prices.
Some more breaking news to tell you about tonight. Police are searching for a man who allegedly robbed Banner Bank on 30th and Southeast Boulevard. Police say he told a bank teller he had a weapon, took money, and got away. This is still a developing story. We have been to the scene. We will give you any new updates as we can on KXLY.com. Gonzaga basketball is going head to head against number 6 Baylor tonight. We'll have the latest on the matchup coming up later in sports.
Tonight, 2020 true crime.
A 15-year-old girl taken by a 50-year-old man.
No one could believe it.
Do you think he preyed on you?
He did. And he manipulated me.
Tonight, exclusive new interviews with those closest to the case.
He did, at one point, blame the devil.
And the stunning police interview never before seen. 2020.
That explosive secret was about to be revealed.
Tonight at 9/8 Central on ABC.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by MultiCare Health System.
More turkey than you can handle? Cut the calories and shop the extended Black Friday Super Sale at Furniture Row. That's more days to find huge savings store-wide, more days to shop special purchases, and best of all, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. And decorating your entire home just got easier with 4 years, no interest financing. But hurry, the extended Black Friday Super Sale at Furniture Row ends Thursday.
It's time to relax in style with the best values during the Black Friday sale at More Furniture.
This functional dual-power sofa features drop-down console with USB ports, cup holders, and lighting for only $14.95.
Get this oversized plush dual-power reclining sofa in 2 color options for only $14.95.
Or choose this dual-power functional sofa with drop-down console, USB ports, cup holders, and lighting for only $14.95.
You'll always get the best price at More Furniture during our Black Friday sale.
The mood is right, the spirit's up. We're here tonight, and that's enough. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time.
The doctor will see you now. But do they really? Do they see all that you are? At Kaiser Permanente, all of us work together to care for all that is you. Kaiser Permanente.
I don't think we've ever had that in 14 seasons.
I will work like a lion. I'm a believer.
I'm going to make you filthy rich.
Let's go!
New Shark Tank tonight on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Next ET.
Jack Conrad is the biggest film actor at the top of his game.
Brad Pitt, Margot Robbie, our exclusive behind the scenes of Babylon. Plus, only we're on set with That's My Jam with Jimmy Fallon.
We're going to have you sing some songs.
Come on, let's go sing.
Listen, sing, I can't sing.
Then, before Firefly Lane returns for season 2, we're with Katherine Heigl celebrating a rom-com classic.
They're making me feel old, man.
No. Next ET.
Watch 4 News now at 6 and Entertainment Tonight at 7:30.
Well, we've all probably seen a deer caught in headlights, but have you ever seen a deer caught in Christmas lights?
That's a lot of lights.
Sweet little deer. Fish and Wildlife officials in Oregon, of course, said that buck had been spotted sporting the tangled mess of lights since before Thanksgiving. Wildlife officials eventually caught up with him and managed to sedate the deer long enough to remove the lights. They say it is common for their antlers to get tangled in hammocks, volleyball nets, and yes, even holiday decor.
Animals at the London Zoo are also getting into the holiday spirit with their very own advent calendars. Lions, meerkats, monkeys, and more kicked off the Christmas countdown by following the scent of cinnamon and nutmeg to a trio of handmade calendars hiding a host of tasty treats, including raw meats and crunchy crickets.
Ooh.
My favorites.
They were looking ahead. I saw them on number 15 there. Not quite. We're only on day 2. Here's a look at your ski report. It's going to be a great weekend. Just bundle up and get your hand warmers out and go enjoy 7 inches of new snow at Lookout Pass. That's just their 24-hour total. They've had a ton of snow this week, machine groomed and packed powder. 28 at Lookout Pass. Tomorrow, you'll see some sunshine at 49 degrees north, 27 degrees. You'll notice that the temperatures at the ski resorts are not much warmer or colder, and in fact might be even warmer than our temperatures down in the valleys. That's because with high pressure in control, we're getting temperature inversions set up. So right in Spokane, we may be colder than at the top of Mount Spokane, or maybe at least at the lodge at Mount Spokane. 49 degrees north. Had a trace of snow in the last 24 hours, but I hear there's still a few powder stashes out there. Schweitzer Mountain, an inch of new snow with packed powder, 24 degrees. Tomorrow, Silver Mountain had a little bit of new snow, but a lot this week, 23 degrees tomorrow. And hooray, Mount Spokane opening tomorrow. And boy, get up nice and early. That fresh snow is all yours. They've got plenty at the base and at the peak, but always watch for those early season conditions. It's still pretty early in the season, not much of a base built up underneath that powder. So you want to maybe still take, maybe not your brand new skis to the ski hill, but enjoy. There is a possibility of a little bit of snow on Sunday. I'm watching this system out here in the west. That's going to bring 1 to 2 inches of snow over Snoqualmie Pass tonight, but it's diving to the south and then cutting over to the east and may just bad at us Sunday night. Here's a look at our forecast radar starting 24 hours from now. Saturday, occasionally you'll get some snow flurries condensing out of the low clouds and fog, but you start to see the clouds increasing Sunday during the day as that system passes by to our south, and it wants to bring up some light snow into the LC Valley, the Palouse, and into the southern Panhandle, possibly even into southern Spokane and Kootenai County on Sunday evening. A little bit tricky because this area of low pressure will be cut off from the jet stream, so its path will be a work in progress. We'll check back on that system. In the meantime, here's your 7-day forecast. Right now, we have dry conditions through Wednesday and cooler than average conditions by almost 10 degrees every day. A little bit warmer with a better chance of snow Wednesday night into Thursday and Friday. Overnight lows through the 7-day forecast will be running just a little below average. Kirsten.
Thank you, Chris. Here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup tonight. Shark Tank at 8, followed by 2020 at 9.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Now is the time to prepare for the unexpected winter ahead with a new Enviro fireplace from Falco's. Enviro fireplaces are safe, efficient, and reliable. Get $300 off Enviro fireplace installation now at Falco's, your fireplace specialists.
Of the holidays at River Park Square.
Considering selling your RV? R&R wants it. Tired of paying storage fees? R&R needs it. Just don't use it anymore? R&R will buy it. Due to a critical shortage of pre-owned RVs, R&R RV is currently paying absolute top dollar for your used RV. Any year, any make, any model. Turn your RV into cash or flip it for a newer model. So if you no longer use it or want it, let R&R RV buy it. Visit the R&R RV Superstore in North Spokane or call Ryan at 509-244-5888.
BECU was created for communities like Spokane because we get what it means to be a Spokanite. We're locals who look out for our neighbors and strive to do what's right for our members. With convenient neighborhood financial centers, free ATMs, and 24/7 mobile banking, we can do what's right for you too. So join us at BECU.
Black Friday mattress discounts have been extended today through this Monday at Walker's.
Save up to $800 on Serta iComfort and Beautyrest Black mattress sets. And up to $300 on Purple mattresses. Or take advantage of no minimum purchase, no money down, and no interest for 5 years.
Plus, receive up to $300 of free furniture, making it the perfect time to improve your sleep for less. This Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday at Walker's.
Now is the time to prepare for the unexpected winter ahead with a new Enviro fireplace from Falco's. Enviro fireplaces are safe, efficient, and reliable. Get $300 off Enviro fireplace installation now at Falco's, your fireplace specialists.
4 News Now is brought to you by End the Violence.
Gonzaga basketball is taking on number 6 Baylor in South Dakota tonight.
Sports director Julian Minnesone is here to give us the latest on this big matchup.
Yeah, this isn't just a matchup between two top teams. This is a rematch of the 2021 national championship game in which Gonzaga lost to Baylor. So the Zags looking for a little bit of payback in this one. Right now, Gonzaga trails Baylor 56-55 in the second half right now. Pretty close one. Malachi Smith leads the way for the Bulldogs with 12 points. We will have a full breakdown of this matchup for you tonight on Nightside. And it's the waiting game for Washington State football. The Cougars are eager to find out which bowl game they're going to and who they'll be playing. That will be announced during Sunday's selection show. In the meantime, Wazoo still has work to do. After nearly a week off, the Cougars returned to the practice field this morning. Head coach Jake Dickert wanted to give the older guys some rest, and the time off allowed the younger players to reflect on the season as they get ready for their first bowl game.
just remembering those guys, hey, we're here to play football. You know, they just made it through what I always say is the hardest 6 months of their college career, that first 6 months, that scout team, and now to get back going some good on good and getting coached and seeing themselves on film. You know, that'll be the focus of the next couple of days, and then it might be a really fast turnaround.
Really just to solidify what we are as a team that's resilient. And, you know, at the end of the season, even though we had a really rough patch in the middle, we can finish the season strong, even coming off of a really big heartbreaker from last weekend. So we're just really excited to get out there one more time with everybody on this team and, you know, finish out strong.
And Brennan Jackson, who you just heard from, announced he will be returning to Washington State for a 6th year. Wide receiver Renard Bell will not play in the bowl game. Bell missed 5 games this season due to injury. His college career ends after 7 seasons with the Cougars. And Washington State linebacker Travion Brown has entered the transfer portal. Brown was a co-starter who played in 11 games this season. Brown ends his WSU career with 132 tackles, and he has 1 year of eligibility remaining. Washington State volleyball will take on San Diego in the 2nd round of the NCAA tournament tonight. Now, Wazoo has been a regular in the big dance. The Cougars are making their 7th straight tournament appearance. Washington State's roster is also on the older side. 10 of the 14 players are juniors and seniors. And with age comes wisdom, and head coach Jen Greeny says that experience will help the Cougs as they make their run at a national championship.
New players to the program that haven't been there. I know it's a little nerve-wracking, and it's tough sometimes to really settle in a new environment, a team that you haven't seen before. So I think we did a really good job.
Washington State will go head-to-head against San Diego, 7:30 tonight. Winner punches their ticket to the Sweet 16. And Washington State is looking for its first Sweet 16 appearance since 2018. That'll wrap us up for sports.
Julian, thank you. Well, ex-NFL star Antonio Brown is now a wanted man for threatening to shoot the mother of his children before throwing a shoe at her. Investigators in Tampa, Florida say the argument started when Brown tried to kick her out of their home by throwing her stuff out of the house. Police tried to arrest Brown last night, but it turned into a drawn-out standoff. Police using megaphones to call for Brown to surrender, but the doors and windows were locked and Brown was not responding, leading police to believe he was not inside the home. The Keller Ferry carries passengers across the Columbia River north of Wilbur, Washington. Not only does it give people a ride, it gives them a great view of the water.
And now we're taking a look at the ferry from high above with the Air Forward drone. Check it out in this week's Air Forward Venture.
We're here on the Columbia River, Lake Roosevelt, on State Route 21, where it crosses over the Columbia River with the Keller Ferry. And State Route 21, this is kind of the link to places like Republic, Keller on the north side, and it's just another route for folks in the area. School district uses this a lot to get kids across the Columbia River. The community relies on it. Without it, it's about a 66-mile detour down Highway 174 through the town of Grand Coulee itself and then up through Ferry County, and it adds about an hour of travel. So it's a pretty critical route. Its vessel name is the marine vessel Sanpoil, after the Sanpoil River and the local Colville tribe. The only ferry owned by the state of Washington that is not in the Puget Sound, which is very unique, and it is also maintained and operated by Eastern Region out of Spokane and is not affiliated with the Washington State Ferries system.
Full shift, we do approximately 45 crossings, so 2 shifts per day, so we can do up to 90 to 95 crossings a day. In summer, busy tourist season, it's primarily local traffic, so you can be hauling just 1 car at a time or riding empty to go pick up a car. It's about 115 feet overall. It's 100 net to net. So we have 3 lanes, which can take approximately 5 to 6 sedans of each, so we can take close to 18 cars. Water level, in terms of that, it doesn't really affect anything. It's mainly just wind that makes this job a little more challenging. Whenever we get a big blast come through is when this thing becomes a little more difficult to operate. But other than that, time of year, it doesn't matter. Always a good time to be on the water. It's beautiful. Great office.
Night 2020.
2020 true crime.
A 15-year-old girl taken by a 50-year-old man.
No one could believe it.
Do you think he preyed on you?
He did. And he manipulated me.
Tonight, exclusive new interviews with those closest to the case.
He did, at one point, blame the devil.
And the stunning police interview never before seen. 2020.
That explosive secret was about to be revealed.
Tonight at 9/8 Central on ABC.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
Add some thrill to this holiday season by tapping into some impressive horsepower and the refined performance of standard iActive all-wheel drive, all in a beautifully wrapped package. The rewarding Mazda CX-30. Find yours during the season of inspiration.
Embrace every unexpected turn in the all-wheel drive Mazda CX-30. Come take a test drive and reserve yours today at Foothills Mazda or shop now at SpokaneMazda.com.
Every time you use your ICCU Premier Rewards Visa card, you're earning rewards. Whether it's cash back or points, being a member of Idaho Central really pays back. Start earning points and getting cash back for your everyday purchases. It's a win-win. Idaho Central Credit Union. We believe life should be rewarding.
The big New Year's Eve party is at Chewelah Casino with 3 sets of cash drawings. Play your favorite games to earn your entries for your chance to win your share of over $15,000 in cash prizes. And every Saturday, you could earn bonus entries just by playing with your Sun Club card. Party, play, and win on December 31st during our 3 sets of drawings. Dance in the new year with cash prizes at Chewelah Casino. Learn more at ChewelahCasino.com.
Find the perfect gift for your wine lover during our 12 days of gifting.
A new special every day. Visit us online or like us on Facebook.
Come in to Latah Creek today. Sip, shop, ship most anywhere in the USA.
Cheers.
I'm Chad Young from the Easy Home Buyer, and I pay cash for houses. If you own a house and want to sell it fast for cash, call us today for your no obligation as-is cash offer. We buy houses in any condition, and there are no fees, no commissions, and no repairs. We buy houses with tenants, fixer-uppers, bare land, even haunted houses. Woo! Call us today or visit us online at theeasyhomebuyer.com.
Pick up the phone to inquire. Call the Easy Home Buyer.
4 News Now is brought to you by Northwest Winterfest.
We want to take you back now to the breaking news out of Airway Heights. A part of Highway 2 is still closed because of a body found near Lawson Street. Our Rania Kaur is live on the scene. She's been tracking this story since it began. Rania?
Aaron, Kirsten, Lawson to Russell Street is still closed right now on Highway 2. Police say a citizen called around 4:45 this evening because they saw a car stopped in the middle of Highway 2. A man got out of the car and immediately collapsed. When medics came to the scene, they say he was pronounced dead at the scene. Because there was blood around him, police say they blocked this block out of an abundance of caution. Police cannot confirm if a crime was committed right now. Now, of course, if we get updates, we'll continue to keep you updated on our website at KXLY.com and 4 News Nightside. In Airway Heights tonight, I'm Rania Kaur, 4 News Now.
Rania, thank you. Let's send it over now to Chris Crocker for one last look at your weekend forecast. Chris.
Well, we talked about the weather out at the ski hills. Maybe you just want to stay inside with a cup of coffee and look out at the cold. It is beautiful, all that snow. Temperatures will be in the mid-20s on Saturday and Sunday. We'll be bottoming out around 12 degrees tomorrow morning. Could be even colder for Sunday morning, down in the single digits. Also, we are keeping an eye on the possibility of some snow coming in late Sunday. Meanwhile, I'm already getting questions about a white Christmas. We've got a lot of snow on the ground, and no temperatures above freezing in the 7-day forecast. Here's the 8 to 14-day forecast, calling for below average temperatures. We're in that dark blue, indicating a pretty good chance. That gets us through the 16th. Only have to make it 9 more days.
Oh, just 9 more days. You know, I need to get some of that snow melt because I still got some ice on my driveway. It's either that or break out the weed torch and just
I've
flame
seen
throw
that
it away.
done.
Reckless.
I have seen that done.
Not very experienced,
Don't try that
Julie.
at home.